Okay, so let's try to solve problem number 2. So sabi dito class, the cantilever beam has a rectangular cross-section of 50 millimeters wide and 8 millimeters high. Find the smallest allowable value of h if the maximum displacement of the beam is not to exceed 10 millimeters. So use E is 10 GPa. So ngayon, even if I said, based on my previous statement na maganda gamitin to kapag predefine yung location ng kinukuha mo ng deflection, ngayon, kapag meron ka naman cantilever or kapag sa tingin mo naman, alam mo naman kung saan nag-occur yung value, yung location ng maximum deflection, definitely you can use this method, no? Just like this one, this is a cantilever beam. So kapag cantilever yan, the maximum deflection will always happen at the free end, no? So in this problem, meron lang ikaw na limitation na dapat daw yung Ymax mo should be less than 10 millimeters, tapos hinahanap yung value ng h. So now, how do we solve this problem? Just like what we did on our previous example, so ang gagawin mo, you need to cut the real beam and then get the moment equation. So cut natin to. So since parang may dalawang segment kasi naputol yung loading, so dalawang moment equation din. So this is x sub 1, this is big M1. Okay? Big M1 or big M in general is used if you are solving for the real beam or you're creating moment equation for the real beam. Okay? So now, let's create moment equation. So yung M1 natin class is just equivalent to negative 4 x sub 1. So negative siya because it has the same direction for the moment. And then yung M2 natin class is equivalent to, kailangan natin ng distance na to. Ngayon, ano bang distance to? Yung distance na to ay x sub 2 minus 2 meters. O, x sub 2 minus 2 na lang. Okay? So kasi simula dito hanggang dito, this is x sub 2, and then minus 2 mo, so yun na natira. Okay? So yung M2 mo is negative 4, kasama pa din si 4 ha, x sub 2 minus 2, parenthesis, x sub 2 minus 2. So you don't need to incorporate Macaulay function or yung bracket dito in double integ na gagano'n tayo, no? It's because it does have a limit, no? So yung limit na ginagawa natin is nagpo-provide ng mga value na greater than 0 or 0 itong ano na to, expression na to. So pag 0 siya, 0 talaga siya. Hindi siya magne-negative, no? Kasi nga gagamitan natin ng limit. Okay? So that is our moment equation based on real beam. So ang pinapahanap maximum deflection, no? So kailangan natin mag-create ng virtual beam. Again, yung support condition hindi nagbabago. You just need to incorporate 1 unit virtual loading. So this is our beam. So 2 meters pa din ito, yung gitna. 2 meters and then this one is 2 meters. You need to incorporate 1 unit loading downward. Siyempre downward naman talaga yung deflection dyan. So kung paano mo kinat yung real beam, ganun din yung virtual beam. So this is small m1. So this is small m2. Okay? So now, hanapin natin yung Ymax. So Ymax is equivalent to, ano kaya ito? So negative x sub 1, sorry, Ymax tuloy. Moment equation muna. So M1 is equivalent to negative x sub 1, and then M2, ganun pa din, negative x sub 2. And then let's plug in that in our formula. Okay? So our formula is 1 multiplied by Ymax is equivalent to 1 over EI multiplied by the integral of, this one is negative 4 x sub 1, sorry, small m1 muna. Negative x sub 1 multiplied by negative 4 x sub 1 dx1 from 0 to 2. So in-scan ko lang simula dito hanggang dito kung saan nagpalit ng loading, no? And then plus 1 over EI. Kaya wala nilalabas ko si EI kasi constant si EI, no? Pwede yan ilabas. So ito, negative x sub 2, negative 4 x sub 2 minus 2, x sub 2 minus 2 dx2. So this is 2 to 4. Okay? Bakit 2 to 4? Kasi na-scan na natin yung 0 to 2. 2 to 4 naman. So if you notice, no, if I incorporate, kasi pag nag-integral, nagsasubstitute ka ng value ng limit mo sa x, di ba? So pag nag-2 yan, 0 talaga siya. And then kapag nag-4 yan, positive yung value na lalabas. So you don't need to incorporate Macaulay functions, no? So ngayon, anong value ng Ymax natin? Calculate ko lang. Negative x 0, 2 plus negative x 2, 2, 4. Ang nakukuha ko class is 296 over 3 EI. So by the way, we have a value for E and then pinapahanap sa atin yung H ng I. So ngayon, paano natin? Ano bang unit neto? Ganito kasi yan class. Yung unit niyan, ito kasi yung in-incorporate natin dyan. Kung ano yung mga value present in your loading, ayan, yun din dapat yung unit ng 1 unit loading mo. So therefore, ito ang unit neto, kilonewton. Ngayon ang unit neto, kilonewton meter. Kasi galing yan sa 1 unit load. Malamang kilonewton meter yan. Ito kilonewton meter din. Kasi moment din yan, no? Tapos ito meter. Ngayon, cancel mo yung isang kilonewton. So ang naging unit is kilonewton meter cube. So therefore, ang unit pala nito, kilonewton meter cube. Okay? So we have a limitation. So equate na lang natin yan. Basta kailangan hindi lumagpas sa 10 yung deflection natin. So equate na lang natin para ma-shift solve natin, no? So this one is 10 millimeter is equivalent to 296 times ko ng 1,000 kasi initially naka-kilonewton to eh. Kilonewton meter cube times ko 1,000 raised to 4 to convert that into Newton millimeter cube. And then over 3. Yung E natin is 10 GPa. So pag kinonvert mo yan, that's 10,000 MPa. So 10,000, 1, 2, 3 Newton. Cancel ko na to ha. Para hindi tayo malito. Newton over millimeter squared multiplied by B. Ano ba yung B natin? So yung B natin class is 50. Di ba ang I kasi, ang moment of inertia ng rectangle is BH cube over 12. So yung B natin dyan is 50. Yung H natin is yung unknown. Okay? So lagay natin, this is 50 millimeter H cube over 12. So let's cancel some of the units. So anong mangyayari dito? So cancel yung yung isa dito. So magiging dalawa na lang ito. Cancel din si Newton. Ngayon class, cancel din yung isa. Pwede natin cancel yung isa dito, no? So ito magre-reciprocal, magiging millimeter squared. Millimeter squared na yung nasa taas. Pag nilultiplyan mo pa ng millimeter, magiging millimeter cube. And since naka-H cube to, parang may cube root lang, so ang unit na lalabas is around millimeter. Okay? So yung value na makukuha mo dyan is, ano kaya? Calculate ko lang. So, ang lumalabas sa akin class is H is equals to 618.67 672 millimeter. So, therefore, this is your answer. O nga pala class, ang nakalagay kasi dito, 619. But that's okay, no? Bakit? Kasi, if you have large value of I, so ibig sabihin liliit yung deflection mo. Ngayon, kapag ginawa mo tong, let's say 617, so liliit yung I mo, kapag lumiit yung I, lalaki yung deflection. Ang gusto mo gawin is paliitin yung deflection para hindi umabot sa 10 mm eh. So therefore, kailangan mo lakihan yung I. And malaking factor ng paglalaki ng I is yung H kasi nga naka-cube siya. So instead, kapag nagde-design ka, instead of, kunyari, bagsak sa deflection, kunyari ito yung beam mo, instead of widening the beam, so mas maganda, laliman mo. Kasi malakas yung effect, no? Kasi BH cube over 12. So ibig sabihin, every angat mo ng value ng H, naku-cube yun, no? Tina-times, mo yun? Tina-times itself mo yun ng 3. So, mas malaking effect talaga. So, the right answer here is 618.62672 or 619. Okay? So, that's how we answer problem number 2. Okay, so let's start to answer problem number 3. So sabi dito class, for the beam shown in the figure, determine the following. EI is constant. So pinapahanap sa atin, displacement at the free end, rotation at the roller support, and then rotation at the pin support. So ngayon class, madali lang naman ko solvein yung reaction nito. So para lang siyang simply supported beam and then subjected to loading. Although it does have a free end, wala namang kasing loading doon. So we don't need to use that segment in determining the value of the reaction. So parang WL over 2 lang ito. Parang uniform load na simply supported. Okay? So ngayon, let's try to solve the value for RB. Kasi kailangan natin yan for the moment equation, no? RB and RC. So ngayon class, yung W natin is 2, and then yung L natin is 6 divided by 2. So that is 6 kilonewton. So 6 kilonewton pala dito. Dito din, 6 kilonewton. So hindi naman subjected kung anong klaseng putol lang gagawin mo. Mas maganda, yung mas madali. So ngayon class, ang sabi kasi for number 1, we need to find the value or we need to find the displacement at the free end. So ibig sabihin, kailangan natin magkaroon ng isang cut dito. Kailangan natin isama siya sa calculation natin. Kasi we need to incorporate 1 unit load there. Okay? So paano yan? So unang cut natin siguro dito. So this is x sub 1. Tapos counterclockwise moment, this is big M1. Okay? And then pangalawang cut dito siguro. This is x sub 2. And then this one is M2. Okay? So yung M1, madali lang. Wala naman kasing loading, so therefore that is 0. So yung M2, opposite direction positive, same direction negative, opposite direction yung reaction, no? So we have 6 x sub 2, and don't forget you have uniform loading. So yung uniform loading natin, same direction, so that would be negative for force, distance, x sub 2, and then centroid, x sub 2 over 2. Okay? So therefore, ang answer here is, lagay ko na sa baba, ha? This is 6x2, ito minus x2 squared. Okay? So we have now the value for big M1 tsaka big M2. So let's compute for, or let's solve for the equation for virtual beam or yung small m. Okay? So ganun pa din, roller pa din ito, tas pin. Roller and then pin, and then determine the displacement. Okay, so ibig sabihin, kailangan natin mag-incorporate. Assuming na 1 unit load yung i-apply natin dito, downward. No? Okay? So ngayon, kailangan natin computein yung reaction. So this is A prime, this will be B prime, and then this is C prime. This is 6 meters. This is also 6 meters. So now, how do we solve this one? So we need to solve for the reaction first. No? So ngayon kung meron kang 1 dyan, pag nag-moment ka sa biglas, dapat, if this is moving counterclockwise, so dapat yung C prime mo is downward. Dapat clockwise siya. Yung RC prime. Pag nag-moment ka dito, no? So, pag nag-moment ka dyan, so summation, sabihin natin summation moment sa B prime equals 0. Clockwise positive. So therefore, negative 1 multiplied by 6 plus RC prime multiplied by 6, and then equal natin sa 0. So yung RC prime natin is just equal to 1. So kung 1 yan, dalawang pababa, yung RB prime mo must be in upward direction, no? Kasi dalawang pababa na yan eh. That is equal to 2 kilonewton. Okay? So ngayon, after that, kung paano mo kinat yung real beam mo, ganun mo din ikakat yung virtual beam. Okay? So cut natin. This is x sub 1, small m1, cut, x sub 2, small m2. Okay? So, small m1, dito ko na nalagay, is equivalent to opposite direction positive, same direction negative. So, same direction yan, negative x sub 1 lang. Okay? And then, m2 natin class is same direction din, so negative x sub 2 lang. Okay? Hopefully, naiintindihan yan, no? So, same direction kasi. So, we can now plug in that in our formula. So, ano yung formula natin? 1 multiplied by YA is equivalent to 1 over EI multiplied by the integral of small m1, negative x sub 1, big M1, 0, dx1, from 0 to 6. Paano naging 0 to 6? You need to scan all of the segments of the beam. So, dito tayo nag-start, nagpalit ng loading dito. So, yan yung i-scanin natin. 0 to 6. Okay? So, ganun din sa kabila, from 0 to 6 lang din. Para magtagpo sila. So, plus 1 over EI multiplied by the integral of, this is negative x sub 2 if you'll remember, no? So, ayan po. Negative x sub 2, and then this one is negative, positive 6x2 x2 squared dx2 from 0 to 6. Okay? So, let me calculate first the value for YA. Ilan kaya to? So, pwede mo na i-cancel to kasi 0 naman, no? Negative x, 6x, (0 to 6). So, yung nakukuha ko, class, is negative 108 over EI. Okay? Tingnan natin. So, ang sagot is 108 over EI. So, ba't negative? It means that your deflection is upward. So, yung tamang sagot dyan, class, is yung YA mo is 108 over EI upward. Bakit upward? Kasi nga, inassume natin na yung 1 unit loading natin is downward. Kapag nag-negative yung sagot, ibig sabihin, upward yung deflection. Force multiplied by the displacement. The displacement is along the direction of the force. Okay? So ngayon, aasahan mo naman talaga na positive yung value sa A or yung deflection sa A. Kasi nga, pag diniinan mo to, aangat tong part na to, di ba? Pag ganun. Parang yung elastic curve dyan, ganito itsura. Okay? So, ayun. So, now, let's try to solve number 2 for problem number 3. No? So, yung rotation at the roller support. Roller support yung nasa gitna. Okay? So, dito natin gawin. Ito yung roller support. This is 6 meters. 6 meters. Okay? This is A prime, B prime, and then C prime. Ngayon, class, again, assume natin siguro yung rotation dito is clockwise, no? Yan yung 1 unit load natin. We need to counteract that movement in terms of a couple on the reaction, no? So ngayon, if this is moving clockwise, dapat yung reaction natin counterclockwise na couple. So ito dapat pababa, ito dapat pataas. So this is RB prime, and then this is RC prime. Now, ang sabi natin kanina, to determine the value of RB prime and RC prime, that is just equivalent to the moment, which is 1, divided by the total span, or yung total, hindi total span total distance between the supports. So in our case, that is 6. So you need to divide this by 6. Okay? So therefore, ang reaction pala dito ay 1 over 6. Ito rin ay 1 over 6. Okay? So let's create moment equation. Again, kung paano mo kinat yung real beam, ganun mo din ikakat ito. X sub 1, small m1. X sub 2, small m2. So, yung small m1 natin class 0, wala naman kasing loading, no? Yung small m2 natin, it does have a value that is 1 over 6 x sub 2. So, i-plug in na natin yan sa ating formula. So, yung value ng m2 natin, 6x2 minus x2 squared, no? Tandaan natin yan. So, 1 multiplied by theta b is equivalent to 1 over EI multiplied by the integral of 1 over 6 x sub 2. Ito ay 6 x sub 2 minus x sub 2 squared dx2 from 0 to 6. O baka malito kayo, sige na nga, sulat ko na nga yung una. So yung una natin class is 1 over EI. 0 lang kasi kaya hindi ko sinulat, no? So 0 dx2, dx1, sorry. Try natin. From 0 to 6, ito po yan. 0 kasi ito, 0 din ito. Okay? So, sinulat ko na lang. So, plus 1 over EI multiplied by the integral of, again, this is 1 over 6 x sub 2. This is 6 x sub 2 minus x sub 2 squared dx2 from 0 to 6. Okay? So, let's see if we're correct. So, tama naman. So, ito, wag mo nang i-calculate to. 0 na yan. So, what's the value for theta b? So, ang lumalabas sa akin, 18 over EI. Positive, no? So, it means that the direction of my theta at point B is really in clockwise direction. So, tama ito, no? Okay, and then lastly, we need to find the rotation of the pin support. So, gawa ko ulit virtual beam. This is 6 meters, 6 meters, and then A prime, B prime, and then C prime. Again, assume natin siguro counterclockwise naman sa point C, no? Kasi gina-assume ko nga na ganito yung rotation niya, ganito yung direction niya, no? Yung elastic curve. So, kapag gumawa ng tangent line dyan, so ayan, no? Counterclockwise, no? So, assume natin na counterclockwise yung moment dito. So, that's 1. Okay? Again, when that's resist that movement, yung B prime mo dapat upward, yung C prime mo dapat downward to form a clockwise rotation for the support, no? So, this is RB prime, this is RC prime. So, parehas lang naman yan, no? Moment divided by the support distance, na. So, that's 1 over 6 parehas. But opposite in direction, okay? So, ang gawin natin, i-write tayo moment equation. So, ito, x sub 1, small m1, x sub 2, small m2. Remember, this is downward, ha? Yung RC prime. Okay? So, let's compute. So, paano to? So, m1 is equivalent to 0, and then yung m2 natin is equivalent to 1, opposite in direction, minus, same direction yung RC prime, so 1 over 6, x sub 2. We cannot plug in that in our formula. So, paano? So, 1 multiplied by theta c is equivalent to 1 over EI multiplied by the integral of 0 dx1 from 0 to 6. Okay? And then plus 1 over EI multiplied by the integral of small m2, that is 1 minus 1 over 6, x sub 2, this is 6. Ito akin, nakopya ko lang. Yan yung m2 natin, no? Big M2. x2 squared dx2. From 0 to 6. Okay? So let's figure out what's the value for theta c. So, ang lumalabas pa din sa akin for theta c is 18 over AI. So, it means that our direction for the slope is correct kasi positive yung lumabas. Okay? So, therefore, this is our answer. So, if you're going to take a look at the answer present here in my module, so parehas naman yan. Okay? So, that's how we answer problem number 3.